Hi all, welcome to a belated season 4 video for MFL. Just been pretty hectic, folks, and just trying to find like 5 minutes to try and get stuff done has not been the easiest. As you can see, we are obviously in ice for our second season. League 77 is what we're in, and we have a 12 team division. Sitting third at the moment, predicted was second. We are free scoring with 34 goals, 11 conceded, and a goal difference at 23. 6 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses. The 2 losses coming against Bola and Josette. Josette is one of like the whales of the MFL community, and Bola was predicted to be like about 9th, 10th in the league, and it was like the opening day, and we surprisingly lost. Bola has got some big wins in the division, beating Rokida as well. So fair play to them. But at the moment we have had some of our big wins against like Aaron, being the most notable really, winning that 4-0, drawing against Ciudad. White Hart Lane was fancied to do well this season. We got a result against them, and like we play Sydney tomorrow, and hopefully get a result against them. Now obviously from that as well, we've not been maybe the most convincing in a sense, because we've stuck to 3-4-3 for this season. Cup hasn't gone as well. 2 wins, 2 losses at the moment in that, in the group. 2 to play. The 2 wins help for getting us MFL, so we've got 460 at the moment. We've beaten Bradford home and away, lost to Edmonton and lost to Aguilas. We are going to change up the team formation wise for those 2 games. We use a rotation squad as well, just allows us a bit of a chance to prioritise the main team in the league, because that's more focus for us. Not overly stressing about the cup, but it is still something that I do try and push for. So we'll jump into squad, then we'll jump into tactics. So Sorry Monkey, massive thanks to helping me out with the squad. A lot of big players. The joke of the season as well is I did say to him, I was like, that Sorry Monkey is a part owner of the club, so it's like all success depends on like his players, but also could lead to me getting taken over by Monkey if I don't perform. So I was like quite amused by that. Also in the last couple of days, we had one player that was on quite a high rev share, and I wasn't really using him. I just thought I'm going to get rid of him, and we have, and just it was an extra defender that I didn't need, so I was like, just eases us a bit. And also it went to a new owner, so I was like, it's no longer a player that I'm really want to give rev share to, as it were. So I thought get rid of him and can go from there really. So star player is Guarini, 8 games played, 8.3 average match rating. Performance for the season is 7 goals, 9 assists. Marchand is equally close to him with 11 goals, 4 assists. Marquette 7 goals as well. Devlin with 5. David and Kravchenko and Campos all with 3. What's good with like David and Kravchenko is that they've been getting mostly the cup games, but when they're playing league, they've played like one league game I think each so far, just with how the cup has went, because that's been our priority. Can't fault it really. And like discipline has been a bit of a problem with the team. We've got quite a fair bit of yellows. We've had a couple of reds in Iverson and Richards, but who's also on 5 yellows for the season already. Hartog on 4, so I've got to be wary on that, because one more will lead to a 1 match ban, especially when he's played 8 games, so it shows you he is in the thick of things. Campos 3 yellows as well, and is quite poor discipline, so something to factor there. But progression in general, Greeny +1, Marchon +1, Market and Mooren +1, Chen +1. It was a tier break now, so fair play to Chen. That's only just happened, like in the last, I think tonight maybe, because I'm sure he wasn't that early when I was checking everyone, unless I magically missed it. But we're really hoping like Turk and Devitt can get this tier break soon, because both are half decent players and they're my own. It'd be nice to get them up a tier. Turk's also got decent value. He's like, I think he's like nearly 20 quid, so it's definitely someone I want getting that tier break, and hopefully can start to move up the food chains where Kravchenko as well is like a 63 as a striker, so he's like a fun little player to use in the cup squad in rotation, especially when I don't really have many other strikers, because only Kravchenko, Devitt, Vergera and Marchand, so it's definitely interesting. What I've was finding interesting is, in fact, I'll put the last 24 hours, it should be Chen, yeah, there we go. But basically for the season so far, Bursan is up 6 stats, not even a +1 yet. Others I've obviously seen increases themselves, but like, we're just happy that we're seeing a solid, consistent team this season. I'm more prepared, more organised, and I'm making it work in terms of what we're putting together. In terms of tactics, our main team is this: LaRue and net, back three Burson, Dugai and Hartog, midfield 4 Berkut, Richards, Mooren and Guarini, with Guarini as captain. Means he's then a 75, just makes him look even better. Ott, Marchand and Marquette as a front three. The cup team or rotation team is now going to be changed, so I've now got to put in Chen into here, if I remember right, because Via, Chen and Tonal are main team. Yeah, Bursan, Dugai, Hartog, Bursan. Oh, it's, yeah, because Tonai's there, sorry. So I'll just save that. What's funny about Via is he's 47 rated, yet put him as a centre back, he's 65 rated. What a swing, what a swing. Wish I had players like that. I wish like Turk was, instead of being 64 rated as a left mid, was like 82 or something as a striker, or 79. It would be hilarious. But yeah, this is the cup team, rotation team even. With, it does get used in the cup as well. So cup team, just have to now put Paulson back in there, because as I said, it gives Paulson game time as well, and just allows everyone to get a chance really at the end of the day, because it's good. Turk, Kravchenko and Devitt, my guys can at least get some game time and makes use of them in best way possible. And like it's 7-14, like the rotation teams. It's not saved. Oh no, right, use a sec. Right, saved. Save as. Must be having a little blip. Don't mind double saving it. Main alternative is a 3-5-2. We're suggested to try. Basically LaRue, Hartog, basically the main team, but to bring Hermans into CDM, Vergera at striker, and this should be used against Drogkida and Joseppa is what's been recommended. Might also get used against Sydney. I will have a look at Sydney in terms of what setup they've been playing with, and if it's worth adopting, but at the moment it's definitely like 762 to 760 for a main team, so there's definitely options to be had. Like, my only criticism really with the 352B is that I would like Marquette in that team and over Vergera, if I was to be brutally honest. I feel Marquette has just been very, very impressive for what has shown so far this season, and that pace will just make a difference. Fine with Mooren being at right mid, but as I said, Marquette like I know in theory I can't really run two cams, but because like the 352 goes centre mid CDM, like it's got to be a 352B to make it work. So it's definitely a tricky one, but yeah, we'll have a look at Sydney. I know what I would say this against Drogheda is the shout. What I might then do is for that game is give Marquette game time in one of those two games, depending on their energy after that game. But if I'm resting them for 3 games, he might be fully fresh there. It's interesting, I play Sydney on the rotation of games there after I played everyone, so they're like my first game back in the rotation. So the aim really during the when we get back to the schedule, folks, if I get the interactive schedule does help. Competitions, interactive schedule. So the interactive schedule for season 4 mid-season window opens on Wednesday. From there to Saturday, the aim really is another goalkeeper that's maybe 70 plus, a 70 plus keeper, and from there I would say definitely a shout for another left winger as a shout, and then maybe another striker. But what that would mean is I'd maybe then happily release Chen and Paulson, but then I might have to bring somebody else in their place, just to ensure I've got that kind of like rotation. Because if I'm giving Chen back, I might as well bring somebody else back in, and it's all about being smart, because I feel I need another half decent striker and another half decent winger if I want to push for the title. Feel that's needed, like I can hammer Wollongong all I want, like 7 out and 6-2 to Cobra Kings, but when we play these guys, like Josette done us Trust the Process did a massive favour against Josette tonight. Drogheda losing to Aaron was massive, and the way I want to look at it just now, come after the break we have literally 3 hard games, and there is a real chance those 3 games could have us title contenders or finishing 4th. Like there's like a real chance that could happen. Aaron, for me personally, I feel is the biggest threat to promotion for those challenging, and that's just going from like him in the Discord. Josette's still unbeaten. Obviously we've seen this game as important tomorrow. If we can go into the break by the time we go to the 4th, say 25 points, then, or even 23 points, then I would say that we're in a real chance. As long as we're over 20 points, then I'd fancy my chances. But see what happens. I'll ask around like Monkey and other lads and over the weekend and get things planned out and say, right, let's see what we've got here, and who knows, I might even just have to just go in the marketplace and, like for example, when you go and look in here, like obviously the all accepted contracts, you're not going to get anything, and then obviously the open to offers might be somebody putting a high contract availability, but you'd be like, I'm not wanting that, like give me somebody for lower percentage for higher rating or whatever. And it's just about being smart really at this stage of the season. So I'll ask around, see what I can find, and make it maybe happen. But hopefully you enjoy, folks. Let me know as well if you want to get involved. I'll see my links in the description below as well. So have a good one, folks. Take it easy all. Thanks for listening, and I will catch you all later.